doing, doing, and doing, and doing. How y'all doing? Y'all, I'm doing a video. This may be a short video. I don't expect it to be no very long one. And we're talking about crowning. All right. Oh yeah, don't forget to tap some people into this video, guys. I already put the link in the description box in case anybody want to pop in the box and elaborate on what I'm about to talk about. Okay, so this segment is about crowning. Okay, so what do you know about a crown? A crowning. All right, let's talk about the various kinds of crowning. All right, the crown. There's a crown that you can do for your teeth. Right, that's to embellish them, to make them look better, make them look even and everything, and also attractive. Right. Then there's a crowning that you when somebody's uh being inaugurated, right? Okay, and so I do have some definitions here I'm going to read. To crown someone is to declare them a monarch or a champion. A crown is also a boring old tops of something like a tooth. Okay, historically, a crown represented the country ruled by a monarch who wore it. Okay, all right. Uh, Here's another one. Here's an informal thing about a crown. All right. What does crowning mean? Okay. Here's the informal message of it. It means to hit someone on the head. Okay. I feel like crowning him. Pop. Okay. Like you see in some of those slapstick videos, like Laurel and Hardy, um, Mo Larry Curly, Three Stooges. Okay. That's slap happy. I mean, slap, whatever I just said. Anyway. So okay, here's one. Here's one from the Bible. Yeah. Okay, the Bible says there's a crown of glory associated especially with elders who shepherd the flock of God Almighty faithfully. All right. First Peter 5:4 says, and there is a crown of life that is given to those who suffer for the sake of Christ, and especially to those who lay down their lives. Revelations 20, I'm sorry, 2 and 10. Okay, so let's talk about the slang word of the word crown. There's many people that go around and they crown each other. All right, here's something. Here's a slang word. Yeah, the slang word usually means you have annoyed them and they playfully are threatening you with bopping you on the head. Now, let's get to the central part of what crowning means. Give me a moment, y'all. My computer just did something and I don't like it. Hold on. All right. There's another form of crowning, and it is correlating to a man and a woman. When when both parties come together in a meaningful, very understanding relationship and mature mentally, psychologically, spiritually so, there is a crowning that happens, whether it be the man crowning the woman or vice versa. You can also call it an impartation. This impartation is when you have spiritual gifts, and by you and that person coming together, you end up imparting some of your spiritual gifts into the other person, or crowning this other person with some of your spiritual gifts. All right. Now y'all can do it to each other. And that's an amazing thing. There is also a crowning that happens outside of intimacy. And that happens to people that are deemed to be one. They're like what you would call either twin flames or something like that, but they have almost the same identical gifts. I've seen that one. Yeah, and that one pretty awesome. It is. You see two people doing the same thing at the same time and sit down at the same time, and they don't even know each other doing it. Ain't that some stuff? Totally exciting. Totally excited. If you saw it, y'all wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. You might have trouble believing it now, but I'm telling you what I know. I've seen it for myself. Man, I'm telling you. And it went on for years between these two people. And only one person was aware of it, and the other one wasn't. That was awesome. But those two never did marry. They, in fact, they married two separate people, two separate individuals. But every time they was in the same space together, they would be doing the same thing simultaneously. But they don't. The other person is not aware. It just happened. It was awesome, man. That's mind blowing, and it is. I can't tell you. I mean, it's like one of the most glorious things that you ever seen because they're doing stuff for God. It's beautiful. So crowning. If you are in a relationship or you considering being in a relationship and one of y'all is a prophet and the other one may have the gift of healing, when y'all come together in intimacy, what do you think happens? First of all, your spirits begin to intertwine. Yes, they do. They have something like a sensual dance that they do, and your spirit is big, and they dance above you, and your spirit also make love. A lot of people have not experienced this. It is a very heaviness. It is thick, and there's no way that you could mistake it. You can't pretend like you had one because if when it happened, you know it happened. And from there, it's like uh, I either or both of y'all will start displaying the other person's spiritual gifts. Twin flames are like that. Yeah, they take on each other's gifts, and if one of them gifts is stagnant, then the other one unlocks it. And boy, when it come in like a flood, whoosh. Now the thing about that is, I think it'd be wise, if if there's gonna be some crowning, because that's what it's like when you when the parties come together and they have this really deep intimacy. That's the best way I can put it. Uh, it goes deeper than penetration. Okay, it goes it goes it's soul felt. It's a soul penetration. Okay, it's like having a bubble. Okay, you know how you take and blow bubbles, with the liquid soap. And it's like two bubbles coming together, and then one going into the other like that. So far, I know that I'm messing all of that up. Okay, but and then it's like if the bubbles do separate, what happened? This bubble right here got part of this bubble in it. Okay, and if this bubble burst, psh, this bubble right here still have. Oh, I'm doing it wrong, ain't I? This bubble over here still have the imprint um of the previous bubble. So if this happened and when this happened for some of you, Be very grateful and appreciative. Don't feel like that you got the big head now and it's okay to try to be insolent towards your person because you feel like now that you've gotten something that you truly desired or yeah, truly desired. Allow yourself to continue to grow in grace because just like God allowed you to be crowned, male or female, okay? Just like that song say, let my love adore you. This is a crowning, a spiritual crowning that you get from intimacy with the right one. Big difference. I need to make sure I make that clear with the right one. Going out there and just being a social butterfly is not going to get you what you want, but what you will end up doing is giving away that gift to those that's not worthy. The Bible says, give not that which is holy unto dogs. So you need to be careful who you lay with. And it's wise to continue to have one specific partner because as you give into that person, they supposed to be able to reciprocate and give you something too. But if only one of y'all got it, what this person gonna give you? The only thing I can see that this person would give you will be some of the attributes of jealousy, hatred, addictions, lies, stealing, cheating. It needs to be a wholesome person. Okay, guys? It should be someone that's wholesome. So I don't think I need to say anything else on crowning, but I wanted to go ahead on and put this out there. All right. Okay, y'all. Don't forget to hit that button, like, share, subscribe, and comment. All right. The box is open. If anybody else wanna elaborate on crowning, I can actually stay here for about another 3 minutes to see if anybody pop in the box. Thank you, Thecor. Yeah, it's not wise to be a taker and not a giver. And some people, they get very arrogant after they've gotten a part of your gift or you give them a gift and they think that, not, you can't tell them nothing, girlfriend, boyfriends. Or they forget, I'm not saying that they indebted to you because they indebted to the one true God. If the one true God allowed you to get that impartation, aka crowning, that means that he is also setting you apart as what we call sanctified, sanctification. Okay, he's setting you apart for his own glory to be used when he's ready for you. Okay, so I don't. I just think it would be to any person's advantage if you make sure that it's with somebody. I don't want to say somebody that's spiritual, but I would say your person, your soulmate. Maybe you might not realize somebody is your soulmate. All right, because we have what about 12 of them, but all of them are not for us to be intimate with. You got the 12 soulmates, and then you got the one twin flame. And if a pair of twin flames can come together that is highly spiritual, or one is highly spiritual and the other one is still working on theirs, or some of their gifts are still lying dormant, and they become unlocked. Oh wow, that's a powerful couple together. It's just you got to come out of your shallowness, your shallow minded thinking. But I wanted me a tall man with a bunch of muscles and bow legged, opposed to having you an average height man who loves you deeply and treats you like the world. Because who's to say if that other one was going to treat you fairly? You can feel it in your spirit. The spirit, your spirit and that other person's spirit are a wave. When it's like when y'all come together, you can feel like a wave between the two of you. That's how you know that that's your person. And if you are not, if you haven't spiritually evolved enough, you won't be able to tell. It takes somebody on the outside to tell you, man, that's your person. And you be really? How you know? Man, that's your person. When you get with the one that you're supposed to be with, even after crowning, your life starts to change a little bit at a time. Some people have it drastically, but it began to change. And the best thing you can do is to continue to support that person as they continue to evolve. Just hope they don't get the big head and try to start looking down on you, because when they start looking down on you and the crowning or the impartation came by way of you, mm, yeah, remember, the Lord give it and the Lord take it away. That's all I'm going to say on that. So please be mindful, continue to be grateful, continue to be appreciative, and continue to treat each other with the love and the kindness that you did from the beginning. Don't let nothing change you. Don't let nothing change that. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead on and let this video end now. Oh wow, we only did a less than a 20-minute video. I can't believe it. How many of us need to get ready for our crowning? Uh, I feel like the whole spiritual the whole spiritual nation. We all should. If you know that you have gifts and your intuition is on point, yes. You know that you're very sensitive, yes. All right. You know, and this may not sound right, but I'm gonna put it out there anyway because the Bible said, "Be not unequally yoked." And but if you go ahead and read over in Corinthians, Paul talks about if you have somebody that's with you and this person wants to be with you, don't get rid of them. All right. Even if this person is not in the same, it's not operating in the same area you are, you know. But he's talking about, if you are spiritual and your other person is not spiritual, but this person want to continue to be with you, allow them to stay with you. Don't put them away and go get you somebody spiritual. That's what Paul said now. But as we become more in spirituality and we start to come up, we find out that, God actually made somebody for us. We do have a counterpart, a soulmate, a twin flame, the one that was made just the same time you was. They might be on a different side of the world, but you'll find other part of your soul. I found mine, and it was right under my nose and did not know it. And it's so freaky because he's not just my soulmate from this life, but he's my soulmate from a past life. And it is I haven't told him yet. I don't think I don't think he'd be ready for it. So but I thought that if I actually told him it might blow him away, because some of the things that he has suffered in this lifetime, I remember. I remember. And I wanted to try to correlate some of those things with him to get him to remember, or at least, a joyous memory, just enough for him to at least think about it, consider it. Okay. There are some things that he said recently that I don't think he realized came from a previous life. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. So I will say that he did get his crowning. He was crowned. And boy, I tell you, it opened up a whole new world to him. I'm happy about that. Yeah. And I tell you, information just floods in. All right. And he hears like I hear. All right. And I remember when the action was like completely activated, he I mean, I think that was the night that he was telling me that he was restless because he couldn't get him to stop talking. But it was beautiful. That's all I want to say. Yeah, that was beautiful. And I'm glad I got the opportunity to witness it firsthand. Okay, guys. Now, I think we passed the 20 says, yeah, I can go ahead on and let this video end now. Y'all don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe, and comment button. Comment, comment, comment. I would love to read your comments. All right, that are, within taste. All right, and I'll see y'all next video. Love you. Now don't go out there crowning on anybody, okay? Mess up your good thing.